A very good afternoon, Team Zimbabwe. Masquera say, welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, where we give you the latest trending news in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor, or any bias. So we are taking a review of the SADC mission, which is supposed to be in Zimbabwe. It was supposed to land in Zimbabwe last Thursday, but up to this day, we have not received any communique regarding their action. So let us take a look on what Dr. Mzembe said here, being the reason why they have delayed. So according to Dr. Mzembe, he says, I have been getting some inquiries on how ZANU-PF can block or Mnangagwa impede a resolution of SADC to dispatch a team to Harare to engage the parties to the disputed election. They simply don't use the invitation. No one can, they simply don't issue the invitation. I'm sorry for the misread. No one can just pitch up in Harare uninvited. This is what is happening. This is what happened and stopped President Lourenço of Angola from leading a team of two other presidents to present a SADC solution. We had drafted and resolved as ministers of foreign affairs during the coup, despite insisting he would fly into Zimbabwe. He was not guaranteed safety on landing. These are little but critical matters that can abet, facilitate, or stop a process. It is protocol. So if there is such a mission envisaged for Harare, it is packed in the protocol bay for now. So this is what Dr. Mzembe has said, and I'm going to explain some things here. So remember, what should happen is that Zimbabwe is a member of SADC, and it must be compelled by SADC to actually um, accept the resolutions of SADC. So we have the election observer mission report, which has been adopted by SADC. SADC resolved to dispatch a team to Zimbabwe, and that team will be required to actually come and meet the president of Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, and other political parties right here in Zimbabwe. That mission cannot come if the Zimbabwean government does not guarantee its own safety. Because remember, this team is comprised of three presidents. So these presidents, when they come, they have to be protected, they have to be given security by the Zimbabwean security forces. So the Zimbabwean government should issue an invite letter which allows this team to actually get into Zimbabwe. This is according to the protocol. So Zimbabwe is a sovereign country. SADC cannot just deploy the presidents right here into the nation of Zimbabwe by force. On another end, SADC does not have a viable state by force which can be used to deal with these matters, or they don't have a mandate to militarily deal with issues which arise from coups. So that is another challenge, that is another problem. The only way SADC can deal with such a matter if a body, if another country, a member country, is refusing to allow protocol to happen. What will happen is that SADC will only issue sanctions against such a country. And we do not know if SADC is united to such an extent or is capable of issuing just that. So that is another issue at this juncture. So to me, this is clear. And Dr. Mzembe is somebody who worked with government and as a former Minister of Foreign Affairs, he understands better how these things work. But remember, Zimbabwe is supposed to take over the chairmanship of SADC next year. The major question is SADC going to allow Zimbabwe to take the chairmanship of SADC if Zimbabwe refuses to comply with the resolutions which were made in Angola? That is very, very important, because remember, when the body meets and makes a resolution, that resolution must be respected and must be followed. So if a member country decides not to honor the resolution of the SADC mission, what it means is that they have disregarded the rules, the regulations, and the laws of SADC itself. So the major question is Zimbabwe going to be given that opportunity to lead SADC or to be the chairperson of SADC starting August next year? Is SADC going to come to Zimbabwe for the congress for the summit? Are they going to do so? Those are very important issues, and those are some of the measures they could take. Number one, they can delay to give Zimbabwe its mandate to lead, or they can jump Zimbabwe and give another country, the next country from Zimbabwe, that opportunity to take the leadership of SADC, simply because Zimbabwe inenge yaramba kuteedzera the protocol and the resolutions of the mother body. So these are the views which I have regarding everything else according to the rules and regulations. So at this juncture, according to protocol, SADC cannot get into the nation of Zimbabwe. So they have to be guaranteed their safety. The presidents must be guaranteed their safety and how they're going to travel, and everything should be arranged from Zimbabwe's side. So that is the reason why the team failed to jet into Zimbabwe on Thursday. So this is a double postponement. They were supposed to come last Sunday, they couldn't, and they rescheduled to last Thursday, they couldn't. And right now, we've gone past a week without the SADC team arriving into Zimbabwe, simply because of an issue of protocol, simply because the government of Zimbabwe has not issued the way this team should come into Zimbabwe. They need to resolve that and make sure that they deal with such an issue. So it is what it is in Zimbabwe. We do not know how it is going to end. It is no perasation. What is next for SADC? What is next for President Lourenço of Angola? But here, Dr. Mzembe has raised something very important which we cannot ignore, which will give us either hope or not. We have an issue equity in 2017. The ministers of foreign affairs across the SADC region, they agreed to send the president of Angola, President Lourenço, and the same happened. He was not given access to the nation of Zimbabwe. His safety was not guaranteed, and he didn't come. But later on, Zimbabwe was then readmitted onto the SADC missions. Zimbabwe continued as usual to be on the SADC missions up to this day. So the major question is, what action will SADC take at this juncture, at this moment in time? What action will SADC take to make sure that its resolutions are respected? So if they fail to deal with this issue, then there won't be any need for us to have SADC as a body, because their existence will be outlawed if Zimbabwe refuses to give SADC access to its own land. So that is what I think, Team Zimbabwe. I don't know what you think in the comment section. Please, you are free. Let us have a discussion. Let us talk.